So I am making this video to discuss what's going on with my health. As you can obviously tell, I sound incredibly congested. And the reason why I sound congested is because I have recently been diagnosed with a tumor in my nose. It is an olfactory tumor. We currently believe it is ENB. If you don't know what ENB is, I'll put a link in the description box below so you can read about it. I just got my MRIs done on Friday, and as of right now, it's very difficult to talk and to function. Also, the tumor is causing just a lot of discomfort. Basically, long story short, I have a tumor that is growing in this part of my nose, and it is basically trying to push into my right eye cavity right here, and then past my cribby plate to my dura. For those who don't know what a cribby plate or a dura, hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly, is, the dura is kind of just where the skull starts, and the cribby plate is like the last sinus cavity before you hit the dura. The dura has multiple layers, and so basically this tumor is starting from here and just chilling right now on my dura. It's very inconvenient. It's hard to talk. I cannot talk too much because it's back there. You can't really see it. Started back around late September when I noticed I was very congested and the congestion would not go away. The congestion was only on the right side of my face. And I realized that this was odd, but every time I called a doctor or I went to go get treatment, I was simply told that I needed to take allergy medication or that it was a sinus infection. Around October, one day I woke up to go to work. And by the way, it didn't clear up. Like, allergy medication didn't help, nothing helped. You know, taking cold and flu stuff didn't help. It was not getting better. One morning I woke up, I think it was it was late October. I woke up to go to work, and this whole part of my under eye was swollen. So clearly at that point I realized, and remember, this was still congested. At that point I realized there was something in here not getting out and not draining. I was told that it was a sinus infection once again and to just take medication and get rest. So I did that. Nothing happened. I continued to have congestion. Also, I felt like my nose was becoming more crooked, and I will look at that later. And by this point, around November, late November, early December, I started getting severe nosebleeds. I want to make something very clear, is that I've never suffered from nosebleeds my whole life, and these nosebleeds were horrific. I mean, they looked like Quentin Tarantino movies. They looked horrible. I was losing a lot of blood. It was very scary, and I would lose so much blood. The nosebleeds would go on for like over 30 minutes. One day I tried to go to work, and on my way to work, I got a nosebleed so bad I had to go to a gas station, and I mean, it just looked like a crime scene in there. I had to go to the ER. Once in the ER, that's when they were like, this is beyond a sinus infection. You need to go see an ENT. And that is when I started to get more answers. The ENT ordered a CT scan. The CT scan was not good. That is then when he ordered an MRI for me. Here is footage of me going to get the MRI. I was not allowed to film anything because you can't really have metal in the rooms. So I filmed what I could, but basically it was an MRI only of my face, and it was with contrast. And here at the MRI imaging center, and I'm just waiting in the waiting room right now. I took a Valium, so I'm feeling pretty goofy. I don't know if they're gonna allow me to bring the camera into the MRI room, so I don't know, we'll see. But I'm here right now, just in the waiting room. After getting the MRI back, that is when the ENT informed me that the tumor I have in my face is pretty bad and quite rare. If it is ENB, only 0.4 per million people have this condition. Regardless, if it's not ENB, it is some kind of very unfortunate and uncomfortable mass growing towards my brain. So right now, brain, I guess you could say, but the point is, it's in my dura, and that's a cranial space, and so that makes this very delicate. So now that we have this diagnosis established, the goal is to find a specialist. Because this is so rare, I have to go see specialists who are only focused on this one thing, and specialists who focus on studying this, because it does need to be studied regardless of if it's benign or malignant or a polyp, because the way it's growing is just so, it's not usual. So that's where I am right now. It's very scary, it's very uncomfortable. Like I said, it's very difficult for me to talk. As you can tell, I'm congested and I'm uncomfortable. I have a hard time pronouncing my words. I'm not sleeping very well, because whenever I sleep, I can feel this tumor kind of just like pushing on organs and stuff. And I only have one functioning nostril. And unfortunately, the tumor has kind of blocked out my drainage. So I have a constant drip of just blood and pus coming from the right side of my nose. And the tumor is also breaking my septum. Normally my nose is more narrow, but I'm not sure if you can see it here, but this is the side with the tumor, and it's pushing my septum. So it's breaking it from here. I don't know how well you guys can see it. It's a very unfortunate situation. My goal in creating these videos is to share my journey with you guys, because this is something that there's not a lot of information out there on. Nasal tumors they're considered rare. I don't know how rare, but my goal is to be able to share my journey with you guys, and also my progress, and also for other people who have this, so you don't feel alone. So you don't feel like you're just walking into a dark forest without a flashlight. It is very difficult to get information on this kind of stuff, because there's not that many people who have it. So my goal is to share everything, so you guys are informed, and also so my family members and friends can see how my journey is going. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video, but the next step in my journey is to talk to these academic specialists and check out academic institutions who have people that specialize in these types of surgeries, because I will require surgery right now to get this tumor out of my face. It is a very delicate surgery, so hopefully the next episode I could take you guys with me on my consultations, and we could see how this journey moves along, and you can follow me on my next step, which is surgery. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I apologize for the way I'm speaking because of the tumor in my face. There should be subtitles. Um, I am thankful you stopped by and watched this video, and I cannot wait to share my journey with you guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye.